Hey everybody, this is Heartless Spartan here with another Monster High Toy Talk review. Today I have the Monster High Scare-adise Island Clawdeen Wolf Doll. Now I may sound a bit sick and sniffly for the next few videos, it's just an occupational hazard of being a teacher. Otherwise, Clawdeen is the second to last doll I have left to review in this wave. Of course, I also have plenty of other toys to review, from Monster High to plenty of 6-scale figures and maybe even something Halo soon. Anyways, I don't want to hold things up for too long in the opening, so let's take a look at Clawdeen out of the box. Alright, so let's take a look at Clawdeen in her Scare-adise Island outfit. The first thing I might do is just kind of speed through some of the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the doll. So let's get this water bottle she's holding here. It actually looks pretty neat. So it's got a little bit of detailing on it. It's got these little risen bumps on it. We've got our Monster High logo. This handle's big enough that her palm is able to fit in it, and she's able to hold it, and it looks right. It's actually a good-sized water bottle. I kind of like this accessory. See, does the lid come off? Ooh. So it actually opens up. You don't have to, it doesn't like screw on, it just kind of pops on and off. I think if you start twisting it, it'll kind of warp it. So just pop it on and off. Otherwise, it might not stay on if you try twisting it, because then it'll bend this plastic that's a little bit flexible. And it might get weird and not stay on anymore. Let's see. Yeah, so it's actually hollow on the inside. Just in this shape, like it doesn't like open up as it gets in. And there's like no insert, so I don't know, honestly, I wouldn't trust to put like anything in there. But that's kind of neat that they did that. Nice little detail on her water bottle. It's actually a pretty good accessory. Let's set that off to the side. Alright, what have we got next here, Clawdeen? So, actually I'm going to pick her up real quick. For once, I actually managed to get like her little handbag basket actually kind of slid onto her forearm. Usually the handles and stuff are just kind of a little bit too small, but these are actually kind of malleable. They'll bend. So I'm actually going to pull that off of her now. Let's set her back over there. All right. So first, I'll take this out of her handbag. She actually went to the beach with a book. Hold on, let's focus the camera on that. There we go. So it's a howler thriller. Ooh. I'm going to have to move this out of the camera. What is it? Does it actually say anything on the bottom? I can't tell. Right. I can't read that if it does say anything in the bottom right corner. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of those like romantic teen novels. Maybe got like a Twilight thing going on. I kind of like that as an inclusion. Like what else would she be reading, right? I like that though. All right, let's set that over there and take a look at her like handbag beach basket. So it has like kind of like a woven mesh with a crescent moon and looks like some little stars on it. But the whole thing is that somewhat translucent, flexible, kind of rubbery plastic. I guess it would just be a flexible plastic. It's a nice little handbag. Basket thing. I don't know what to call it. Looks nice, though. Got the whole Clawdeen purple going on. Now, Clawdeen has some glasses on here. I wouldn't call them sunglasses. I would actually think they're kind of like readers. Because she took a book to the beach to read. while she's just kind of chilling there. And for once, I actually think the glasses actually look kind of cute. Just because of the style that they are. Lets us see her eyes. Because they hang low. It is kind of hard to get these on her, though. Just because the amount of hair. And then she doesn't have, like, the human ears on the side. She just has little tufts of fur sticking out. So it can be kind of funky trying to set those up on her. There we go. But I think those actually look really cute on her. The lenses are like crescent moons, just kind of laid on the side. That's a cute pair of readers she's got. Read her Howler thrillers. All right, we'll slide those off. And take a closer look at Clawdeen. Let's just go ahead and start with her makeup and stuff. Let's see. She's got her canine sticking out around her lipstick. That's painted on there. Let's take a look at her eyes. Yeah, so she's got like shades of purple closer to her eyes, and then she's got the green stripe across the top. Just to kind of match her outfit. Now, the hat on top of her head, it's just kind of one of those visor caps. But I decided not to remove it because it has the little pegs sticking through her. Like when you pull the dolls out of the box, they have those little plastic pegs that are sticking in the cardboard and enter their heads. I don't really play with the dolls. So I kind of keep them display style. So I usually keep the pegs in there when they have head accessories like this. So I'm not going to remove that. Let's take a look at her earring. So what that is. It looks like a shooting star along with a crescent moon. It's kind of a new one. I don't remember that. Sporting some new jewelry, Clawdeen. Her hair has the purple highlights in it. I think they're called highlights. She's sporting kind of like a ponytail, probably because she's going to the beach, going to be in some water. Very soft, very loose. Kind of messy. But she's got some super long hair. Look at that. Very nice for... Oh, she's got some dark brown hidden under there. It's kind of mixed in underneath. And then it's like lighter on the outside with the purple. That's kind of cool. I also like on some of these dolls they have the little painted hair up at the top of their foreheads. It's kind of like a pretty little detail. Now, as for the rest of her outfit, let's take a look at her... I don't know, what are these called? Swim pants? Swim cover-ups? I don't know what to call them. They got this cool pattern with, like, what is that? Kind of green and purple. It's a little bit sheer so you can see through it. That is a wild pattern on there. Can't tell if it's supposed to be anything. I don't think it's anything. It just looks kind of neat. We'll take a look at her sandals real quick before we move on to her... I can't think of words right now. I'm really struggling. Onto her one-piece swimsuit. There we go. Brain wants to function. See, yeah, she's got these high platforms. It's going to be kind of hard to focus my camera on them just because of the sort of translucent plastic. They're super shiny. Here, let me pull one off. We'll take a closer look at it. I think that's about as focused as my camera is going to get. What is on these? Okay. Well, you know what? I can't really tell if they're supposed to be anything in particular. I think they just kind of look nice, but they do have a crescent moon across some of the straps, at least these two. And yeah, each of the straps has a crescent moon on it. It's just the moldings are kind of down the middle, so they don't look quite right. And then on the bottom of her sandals, there's also another crescent. It's sort of like a diamond pattern, actually. That's kind of neat. It's hard for me to tell in the light. But if I can get it to catch right on camera, you can see it. There we go. Yeah, otherwise it's not really a particular thing. I'm going to slide those off. Set those off to the side so that we can actually get her swim pant cover-ups off. And take a closer look at her one-piece swimsuit she's got underneath. So so this actually just kind of has Velcro on the back, giving me like the side eye as I'm sliding her pants off. Yeah, sometimes this feels a little awkward when I'm doing this, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna slide those off. And then she's got this like leopard print one piece. Now, when I first saw this and I saw like the neon green, I'm like, like green is one of my 3 favorite colors, but neon is the neon green is not something I like. But because it's like the sunny beach thing, or theme, I should say, the neon kind of makes sense. And Clawdeen, I feel, kind of pulls it off a bit better than pretty much any other character would. And it actually looks really nice on her. I'm sorry, I'm a fan of the Clawdeen dolls. I can't be like, this looks terrible on Clawdeen. I can't be like that. This looks nice. Right, nothing but compliments. Yeah, man, they really did make this look nice. And they put like an extra design. Like it wasn't just like some sort of overshirt thing. They actually have like these cutouts on the sides, so she's showing off a little bit of belly. She looks really pretty like that. So yeah, I'm actually really liking the Scare-adise Island dolls, at least for the girls. Turn her head here. There we go. So I'm actually really liking this wave, and while I didn't have many things to say about Heath Burns, I still like that they included one of the guys in this wave as well. But Clawdeen, I mean, her dolls are like a favorite of mine, and I'm really liking this one. Just real quick, in case you're wondering how this goes on to her, it's just a large Velcro piece down the back. Just as one last thing. All right. Can I get the camera to focus? I wanted to say bye. Bye. Of course, I'll be including the usual montage. So the Clawdeen dolls have been a favorite of mine since the start, so I usually have nothing but praise for the character and her outfits. Though I do like her outfit, it did take a bit to convince myself that I liked it on her. I mainly had difficulty with the neon green color and the swim pants cover-up. Other than those two nitpicky things, I like her outfit, and I particularly like the accessories that Clawdeen had chosen to take to the beach. I'm not a beach person. I like the forest. So when I would go camping, I would just sit in the woods with a good book away from everybody else and nod at the occasional creature that passed by, and we'd go about our business in peace. So Clawdeen taking a book to relax, that's my kind of deal. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please be sure to hit the like button to help promote it, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more as I put them out. It's good to see a few more people posting wonderful comments, and they are much appreciated. Don't forget you can also follow me on Facebook and watch on DeviantArt, since I post many of the pictures I used in the video onto there. This has been Heartless Spartan. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.